Caicedo to Arsenal is hotting up. Yes, people, wife were, and welcome back to another Arsenal transfer news update video. As always, if you love this type of content, make sure you subscribe down below on my road to 2,000 subscribers, and let me know in the comment section your thoughts on Caicedo to Arsenal. So if you checked out my video yesterday, you would know that I said that Arsenal launched a 60 million bid for Caicedo and are looking at improving that, as Brighton straight up rejected it. Well, in the last 24 hours, a lot has developed. We know that Brighton played Liverpool and Caicedo was omitted from the squads. This wasn't really a surprise given that he refused to turn up to training, and Brighton told him, look, stay away until the transfer window is over, but we are expecting you to stay at the football club. Roberto De Zerbi, to no surprise, was questioned pretty much in his pre-match and post-match conference all about Caicedo. Is he staying? Is he not staying? What's your thoughts on it? And to be fair, he was very amicable in his response. He said Caicedo's a good guy, nothing bad about him, everyone makes mistakes, but we are planning for life without Caicedo. Him saying that is a massive indicator, because a lot of managers in world football, when their player is leaving or says they want to leave, they are still very nice about the response and still say he's our player, we have trust in him, we have faith in him, and we're still going to build around him. But he straight up admitted that they could be alive without Caicedo at Brighton. He's thought of the possibility and has verbally said that he can imagine Caicedo leaving Arsenal this transfer window, and also said that it's up to people above to make the decision. The fact he's come out and said this, for me, is a massive indicator that Caicedo could be heading to Arsenal, and we could see further developments in the next 24 hours. Brighton also have said that they are signing a centre midfielder. He is young, given that his name is Yasin Ayeri, the Swedish midfielder. Of course, he's not ready to start now, but the fact they have purchased a centre mid could be an option for them. And we know that Brighton are a team that's not going to sign world beaters right now. Their talent acquisition is top tier, however. I mean, just have to look at Mitoma, even Caicedo as well. The fact they've got these players for a cheap amount and have turned them into world-class players is absolutely brilliant from them. So I have no doubt they'll be able to do that again with another player. Whether it is this Yasin Ayeri guy or someone else, we'll have to wait and see. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that despite Arsenal not launching another bid, they have had internal conversation with the club and looking to make a further £70 million bid for Moises Caicedo, which will include add-ons. So I do expect Arsenal to return today, if not tomorrow, as the transfer window does close on the 31st of January on Tuesday. But we will expect big developments. One club that have been lingering around already submitted a 55 million bid for Caicedo earlier in the window is Chelsea Football Club. And for me and any Arsenal fan, you would have PTSD after what happened over the Mudryk deal. But something massive happened today that could actually give Caicedo to Arsenal a massive boost. Chelsea, who have signed pretty much anyone that's breathing, has a pulse and plays football, they are now targeting Enzo Fernandez. We know they looked at him at the start of the window, but once Benfica told them, look, we want 120 million, which is the release clause, or you're not getting him, Chelsea seemed to say, okay, we don't want him then. But it seems Fabrizio Romano has confirmed Chelsea's interest in the player once again, and are actually prepared to pay the full 120 million euro release clause. That would be massive. Don't get me wrong, it's a massive overpay, but to be able to pay that money means that Chelsea, I mean, I don't want to speak too soon given that this club already flexed their muscle and their checkbook in buying Mudryk for 100 million, Noni Madueke, they even signed this Gusto guy today as well. They'll sign pretty much anyone, and they've shown that they're willing to spend a lot of money. So I would not be surprised if they do get Enzo Fernandez and will still look at Caicedo. But if I just think logically and think, look, there isn't limitless money in this world. There isn't limitless money in Todd Bowley's bank account. Surely it gets to a point where they don't spend any more money. They are targeting Enzo Fernandez, it seems, and that is their #1 priority, and they're prepared to pay the release clause. They probably won't look at Caicedo then, which gives Arsenal the green light and a tunnel vision to narrow down on Caicedo as their #1 target. I expect a lot of developments to happen over the next 2 days as the transfer window closes in less than 48 hours. I do believe Brighton will stand firm. It's their right to, it's their player. They've insisted he's not for sale. They don't want to be seen as pushovers selling him right away. But I do expect Caicedo to leave Arsenal. He's expressed his desire to leave the club. And look, 70 to 80 million, however much it costs, is a lot of money for Moises Caicedo, man. Whether they invest that in another talent, they probably won't be able to this January due to the fact that the window is about to close. But even if it's in the summer, or they spend that money internally on their facilities, on their academy, it will be massive for Brighton to improve them over time. And they've shown their ability to acquire great talents. Their scouting department is top. Their academy is top. Evan Ferguson's looking like a great player. Alexis McAllister, World Cup winner, could have a big move in the summer. Brighton looking like a very well-run football club. So that's 70 to 80 million, which is a record for Brighton, could be used very efficiently for that football club to improve them in the long term. But in terms of Caicedo himself, I do believe he will get his move to Arsenal. That's my honest opinion. But I do believe it will drag on. I don't think any deal will be happening immediately, and it will go through to deadline day, in my opinion. But hopefully for Arsenal fans and for Caicedo alike, we will see him in an Arsenal shirt come January the 31st, and he'll be available to play against Everton on the weekend, which is exactly what we need. We know we need a player of the ilk of Moises Caicedo at this football club. Thomas Partey's MRI scan, it came back negative. He will be able to play against Everton, but it is just an injury scare for us, and we don't need any sustained injury on Thomas Partey or Granit Xhaka or any of the midfielders, because that could be a really bad sign for us and could spell an end to our title charge. We're going to keep all the players fit, and if someone does get injured, we know we have adequate cover in response. And while Caicedo has said he wants to leave, we need to strike at this exact moment while the player wants to go and while a deal is on the cards and available, because in the summer, who knows, other clubs might go for him and the price might go even higher. So for me, I do believe this will happen. It will just be a matter of when, not a matter of if. As always, to stay posted with this Caicedo news as well as any other Arsenal transfer related news today all throughout to the deadline day, make sure you subscribe down below to iFootball. Let me know in the comment section your thoughts on Caicedo to Arsenal. I'd love to hear it. I'll be iFootball. Hope to see you all in my next video.